Avast, and welcome back to Ship of Fools, the D&D actual play podcast. I feel like I tried to establish a spiel for the beginning of these things, and I fully did not. Anyway, welcome to Ship of Fools. This is our 12th episode, I think, but I'm going to stop counting because I've fully lost track at this point. I am Hannah MacLeod, your dungeon master for this nautical adventure, and I am joined today by Andy Letai.
That's Finn Fisher to you.
No Lonnie Stevenson.
That may or may not be Regin Starkweather to you.
And Taylor Wallace. And Taylor Wallace.
Malachi Kassir. I had a frog in my throat and I was in the middle of clearing it when you said my name.
All right, and we are here and in rare form tonight, apparently.
You gotta stop eating amphibians after dinner.
I don't control what's in my throat.
I mean, like, to an extent, you do.
Here we are. Let's do a brief recap of what has brought us to this point so far. The party has been enlisted by an organization known as the Archaeological Artificers Association to help track down the mysterious cubes that have been appearing all over the Lunluma Ocean and bring them back for the price of 150 gold per cube before other people can get their hands on them. So far, the party have successfully managed to get their hands on one cube. You could make an argument for 2 cubes recovered, although one of them then got stolen from them, but for sure 1 cube recovered from a group of supplement-loving Kuotoa, who the party handily defeated. And yeah, so we are back. At this point, the party set up a new leader of the definitely not a pyramid scheme.
We workshopped a new mission statement.
Yep. We made sure that the supplements are being made out of plants and not fish this time around. Finn invested.
I did. I've got that on my sheet.
So that is that. We'll see where that goes. And the party is now on their way back to getting on Captain Amelia's ship to head back to Benswith to meet up with Nell, who they contacted, and Nell was like, sweet, come on back to Benswith. I will tell you where you're going next. So that's where we're at.
We also leveled up.
Yes, and the party leveled up. Everybody's
sure
now level 4. Anybody have any particularly exciting things happen that you want to tell everyone about?
Nope.
I'm everybody's friend.
Uh-huh.
I'm smiling right now. At home.
I almost had something fancy and then I decided to wait.
Mm-hmm.
So instead, I'm mildly more charismatic.
Wow.
And mildly stronger.
Well, folks, I decided to take advantage of certain luxuries afforded to me as a homebrew race that may or may not technically exist. And I used that in order to take advantage of a certain feat known as squat nimbleness.
I'm sorry, what?
Is half-dwarf not an official race?
No, it's not.
No. What is it called?
Wow.
What the fuck's it called?
Squat nimbleness. Now, this is a feat that normally is meant to apply to small races.
You little bastard.
Regin, let it be known, is not small.
Well, next to Malachi and Finn, he kind of
He's not that small!
Jesus Christ, this feat is so OP.
Reagan says he's not small, but he took a feat that seems to reinforce that he is small, so...
Reagan says he's 6 foot, he's actually 5'8".
It is 5'11" and 3/4, you motherfucker. No, so this also does increase my walking speed 5 feet. So Regin does now canonically, comically power walk a few feet in front of you at all times. Just because he's got that force of boogie. It's not that OP. It's only it's
say
one,
aloud what it does.
It's one ability buff, and then
but you get a bunch of stuff with it.
You get it's like advantage against grapple, and is that right, or was that the other one? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just advantage on strength or dex checks, escaping grapple.
And a proficiency. Most things you get one of those, not both. No, it's not actually OP, it's just more than most of the other ones have.
Proficiency. And I buffed my AC, so we're trucking.
We certainly are.
Wait, what? How?
Dex.
Dex went up, AC went up.
That's how that works?
If you're wearing the type of armor where that's how that works, which you as a paladin are not.
Okay, I was like, oh, damn.
No.
Okay,
it's kind of a matter of, like, when people miss you, is it because you jump out of the way, or is it because they hit your armor?
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Let's boogie. So you guys, the little rowboat that you're in comes over to Captain Amelia's ship, and a ladder drops down from the ship, and you guys start kind of climbing up. As you guys are climbing up to Captain Amelia's ship, can I have everybody roll me a perception check?
As they're climbing on board?
Mm-hmm.
16.
13.
13 also.
13 also. Finn, as you're kind of the last one up there, and as you're climbing over the edge of the ship, you spot on the, basically, it was hidden by because the island you guys just came from, the Kuotoa Island, was very kind of tall and craggy, and it looks like coming around the other side of the island, you see a ship. Very silently drifting around the side. It's got a kind of blank blue flag with no symbols on it at all, just a blue color.
Blue Man Group ahoy! Shout that.
You shout that, and at the same time as you shout that, you see Captain Amelia, who'd been kind of standing there waiting for you guys, looks out.
Raise the marshmallow and paint shield.
Oh my God.
Catches sight of the other ship, and she goes, shit. With more expression on her robotic face than you guys have seen, as she kind of furrows her brow, and then she yells, and she's like, everybody hoist the sails, let's get us out of here. And you see people kind of very quickly start getting ready, and she looks at the three of you and she goes, don't worry, we can outrun them. It's not a big deal. I apologize for the inconvenience to my passengers. Not a big deal at all.
What's going on?
This is
Malachi, she said it's not a big deal.
Thank you, my friend. Just run-of-the-mill pirates that I've had a few encounters with in the past before. Just your average, ordinary pirates. They're don't worry, my ship is faster. And she kind of...
What do they want?
Does your ship have squat nimbleness?
Regin does a few squats. Just to prepare.
Regin, I've been meaning to say your hamstrings are looking incredible.
Andy, how do you think squats work?
I don't know. Hamstrings are in the leg.
Yeah. I don't see the problem either.
Usually it's your glutes that you're looking for the buff
you're
with.
You're squatting, you're using your hamstrings, man.
Yeah, but nobody's
definitely
like,
hamstrings
damn,
involved.
Sexy hamstrings. No, you're looking at my butt, dude. Just look at my butt.
I look at the hamstrings.
Listen, Finn's not trying to make it sexual.
Meanwhile, the Captain Amelia's ship very quickly kind of catches the wind. Let's see, I'm gonna roll for this here. As the other ship is sort of drifting along behind.
See, you keep saying drifting, and my brain keeps auto-correcting to Fast and Furious, so I'm fully just envisioning this ship, like, broadside, like, around this island.
Tokyo Drift is the worst one.
Yeah, exactly.
Tokyo Drift is the superior one, I'll fight you.
You're
Fast
correct.
and Furious 2 is the best. No, Fast and Furious 4.
I've only seen the first one.
Tokyo drifting just like Fast and Furious.
Hey,
4.
question.
Yes.
You know how in the first Fast and Furious movie he owns like a cafe?
He-hoo.
What is up with that? Why does he own the cafe? It has nothing to do with anything.
It's just like my job.
It's a family business. They're Italian, Andy.
They're not.
Yeah, they literally are.
Oh no, they are. His name's Toretto. Yeah, never mind. They are.
Mia Toretto
to own a cafe.
Kinda.
They own it like it's not a cafe. It's like a deli.
Oh.
It's like
never
a whole. It's like a deli / convenience store. But also, like, I also looked up on the wiki after I watched the first movie, and it never shows up again in any subsequent movies, even though it still
then
exists.
They get rich.
Oh, so now they don't care about the family business? Now family means nothing?
The new family business is cars.
I thought family was everything.
More so than before.
Yeah.
I don't know much about Fast and Furious.
New family business is also the FBI.
So the
Everyone
pirate
listen
ship.
to our other podcasts.
The pirate ship.
The Fast and the Fools.
The The pirate ship is drifting, Tokyo drifting around the corner of the island. Keeps pace with you guys for a little bit, and you see Captain Amelia's kind of nervously watching it, and people are sort of getting the, weapons ready around the ship, but then she's right, her ship is faster than the other ship, and you see it sort of, the other one can't keep up, basically, and after a little bit, it sort of changes course, so it's not following you guys anymore.
What kind of cargo are we carrying?
Do I recognize the other ship?
Phew, I was worried there was going to be audience participation.
What, Taylor, what was your question?
What kind of cargo are we carrying here?
I don't think you guys super know.
Okay, but is it a cargo ship or is it like a...
It is mostly a cargo ship.
Okay.
It looks like there's basically some room to pick up passengers, but it's not... Some ships on this ocean are, built for carrying passengers, and this is not one of them.
Word.
Regin, go ahead and give me a history check.
18.
18? You actually do know that this is a pirate ship. And what that means generally, just that the ship has been put on, a blacklist as far as the Nerian League goes because of general shenanigans committed. So it's not allowed to do trade at normal ports that are affiliated with the League because of crimes that the crew's committed in the past.
Wow.
You'd think they'd just get a new flag.
Yeah, and that is the thing that happens. Sometimes people will go out of their way to, rebrand a ship. And sometimes people will do that thing where they have, fake flags up and then they raise the Jolly Roger.
Oh, yeah. God, the Jolly Roger. What a fucking flag.
Big mood. Okay, so anyway, this ship is known for flying a blank blue flag, and it's called the Lost Crystal. You don't know anything about who the captain is, although you can imagine it's probably, rotated, but you know that it's known for just general pirate shenanigans, and you don't have any idea why it would be here.
Interesting.
Shenanigans like a pie in the face or like a sword at the throat?
Like a sword at the throat type of shenanigans.
Like a sword in the pie.
Yes, also sword in the pie, for sure.
Also, remind me what Captain Amelia's ship is called?
It's the Salty Shark.
Salty Shark.
Salty Shark, there we go, yes. So the Salty Shark is what Amelia's is called.
As opposed to the low sodium shark.
Yes.
It's healthier for you.
But it makes you sad.
But you shouldn't eat it, because you shouldn't eat marine creatures.
Thank you, Finn.
And hastily adds.
You really shouldn't.
This has all been happening out loud in character.
And so the Lost Crystal kind of eventually turns off to the side and heads off north, basically, as you guys are continuing to sail back toward Benswith. Captain Amelia, once the danger's sort of passed, she lets her first mate take over the wheel, and she sort of comes down and is dusting off her hands a little bit, and she's like, again, apologize for the inconvenience. How was your mission?
Unsettling.
Oh, please tell me more.
I look at Finn. Yeah.
Yeah. Regin pulls up his shirt and he's like, I got bit by a big fish, and he shows her the teeth marks in his side.
Hey, Captain Amelia, listen, you're a captain of a ship. You're probably sort of a savvy businesswoman, right?
I suppose you could say that.
Now, what if I had an investment opportunity for you?
Go on.
Well, okay, so question. I don't actually have any supplements, right? Because they hadn't made any plant-based ones yet.
They had not had time to make any plant-based ones, unless you, rushed through it during that day you guys had yesterday.
I probably didn't.
I don't think you did
I still have 2 jars of the fish-based supplements, but I did not offer those.
2 words for you. 3 words. Plant-based supplements.
I think that could be 2 words if you hyphenated the first one.
See, this is why we need you on board!
I don't... Go ahead and make me a persuasion check, Finn.
No, don't ask him to do that.
10.
Oh,
10.
Okay.
She frowns and she goes, I think my ship is plenty business to me. This sort of sounds like a scam.
Oh,
don't be ridiculous.
No worries. It is absolutely a scam.
Absolutely a scam. I trust this one more.
Malachi, you're blowing our sail.
Wait, I'm sorry, you were gonna... I thought you were bringing her on board, not selling it to her.
I'm unclear on the details of how this works, honestly.
Listen, I've been in the insurance business a long time. This is not it, buddy.
All right, I'll bow to your experience.
So you're sure they're not going to come after us? I mean, we're good now, right? They're not sneaking up around or anything?
It's a little difficult to sneak up around in this part of the ocean.
Malachi throws his arms in the air. I don't know anything about sailing.
It's fine. I wasn't trying to insult you or anything. It's a little bit hard. There's not a lot of islands between here and Benswith. We're mostly in open seas, and as long as we keep an eye out, I think we should spot them before they get close. Right. If they're coming back, which they may not be. I'm not really sure. We didn't see them. Did you guys see them at all?
That's what I was wondering, how they followed you there without you noticing in the first place. That's why I was concerned.
It's a little strange. And they didn't seem to come. We sailed from the other direction, and then they came from around the island. It almost seems like it could be a coincidence. I don't know.
Maybe they came from under the water?
Oh.
Interesting.
You've seen that ship before, though?
Yeah, Captain Amelia does not dismiss this. She's considering it, and she's like, they did not have that type of power accessible to them last time I ran into them, but I don't know if they've...
Last time?
Leveled up. Yes, I've been a ship's captain for a long time. I've had a few run-ins before. You exchange shots across the bow.
Oh, so you're frenemies.
Do a little bit of negotiating. Frenemies.
Right? That's what a frenemy is?
I suppose.
Malachi doesn't know what a frenemy is.
Captain Amelia doesn't seem to really know either. She's like, I suppose.
I lean over. Regin, what's a frenemy?
It's like me and you, Finn.
Oh, okay, so best buds.
I take care of you, you kill me, we reset.
That was one time.
So what kind of cargo are you running here, Captain?
Right now I've got, let's see. So I ended up doing a little bit of a diversion from what my planned route was because I left from Benswith and then had to come back to Benswith.
Sorry about that.
I'm coming back to Benswith now. But what I was unloading in Benswith was dragon fruit from the south, from the... not related to dragons. I know it's a confusing name, but just run-of-the-mill dragon fruit.
Finn lowers his hand.
Are there blueberries in this world? Wait,
Yeah,
there's blueberry muffins! Oh my god!
There are blueberries as well, yes. Dragon. Some of those more southern fruits I was bringing up to Benswith. My ship is fast, so I can do runs of perishable produce more easily.
That way you don't get scurvy also.
That's true.
Right?
I mean,
you never want to get scurvy.
I, being mostly metal, don't have to worry about scurvy as much. But my entirely flesh and blood crew definitely do.
I definitely thought that she was entirely robotic. Okay.
I'm still trying to work out a who you calling dragon fruit joke. I'll let you know when I get there.
Please do. I'd love to hear it.
That's also just me out of character. I'm trying to work that joke.
Okay.
So you guys continue to sail back toward Benswith. Again, it takes, I think I said a couple days. Wasn't very far.
But we're all good right now, right?
Huh?
We're all Gucci now.
Yes, you're all Gucci. You don't see the ship again. Is that what you were asking?
No, I meant we had time to fully recover and everything, right?
Oh, yeah. You have time to long rest. You're up to full. You've got your spell slots. You've leveled up.
Oh, yeah, we rested in the cave system with the little Kuatoa. Yes. I forgot about...
You've rested quite a bit, in fact. And as always, when we have these kind of travel montages or time on ships, let me know if there's anything in particular you're doing on the ship with that kind of downtime in between.
I want to carve some more shapes.
Okay. What kinds of shapes?
I'm still at the point where none of them really look like anything. They're just kind of shapes.
I would, at some point, like to find a moment of privacy so that no one can see me take the cube out, but I want to take out the new cube and my rock at the same time. And
very cool.
Yeah.
And do what with them?
I almost said
Make them kiss.
Make them kiss.
I was going... I thought about making them kiss, but I don't want the cube to somehow damage my rock.
In which Andy and I have one brain cell.
I literally almost said, I just want to hold it right up to it, but then I thought better.
All three of you have one brain cell.
So
This is true.
Malachi takes it out and he goes to hold it up to the cube. Does anything happen when it gets close?
I say, go ahead and make me what kind of check do I want you to make me?
Please don't kill my god.
Go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Okay. Ooh, 16.
Bitch, don't kill my god.
16? You're for sure.
The 12 disciples be like at Pontius.
As you're holding the rock up to the cube, as you feel sorry, I was so busy thinking about what I was going to say that I missed your 12 disciples joke. I just processed it. Okay. Anyway, so as you're going to Malachi, as you hold your rock up to the cube, you feel it as it's getting closer. It starts to do that thing that when you put magnets that are opposite poles right up next to each other, it's like repelling a little bit. You're like pushing against a sort of cushion of air as you're starting to go to push them together.
Fucking magnets.
I pull it away quickly and hold my rock close to my chest. Can I do a divine sense on this thing? Or whatever it's called?
Hell yeah, go for it.
What the fuck's that called? Yeah, it's called divine sense.
Yeah, divine sense. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how it works, but...
It just says, as an action, I can detect anything affected... I guess it's not technically what it's used for.
It's pretty specific. Well, it will tell you if this thing is like straight up demonic.
Yeah, it'll tell me if it's demonic or if it's like been under some sort of hallowed thing.
Yeah, I mean, you might as well. You guys are resting all the time.
Yeah.
So you use divine...
That's the dream.
You use divine sense. You do not get any ping of particular, like, strong celestial or strong fiendish magic from the key.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was super worried when it repelled my holy symbol that maybe this thing was unholy.
Yes.
But, well, since we have time to recover all these spell slots, can I also, I don't know if it's going to fuck shit up, but can I also do detect evil and good? Is that different?
It is slightly. They're very similar. The specific wording of detect evil and good is, for the duration, you know if there is an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. That's meant to be specifically for creatures, but I'm going to say that as...
Mine also says that for evil and good, it tells me whether something's been consecrated or desecrated, right?
It has not been consecrated or desecrated, but you do pick up just kind of like a faint aura of aberration type magic, basically, resonating from this cube. And it's a strange feeling, Malachi, because you're still kind of getting used to these powers and you haven't really... Yeah. But as you reach out with this divine sense and you cast this spell... And you get something that your mind is just having a hard time wrapping itself around. Like, for a second, you see, like, all these strange symbols and numbers, like, on the cube and around the cube.
Ooh. Do I feel, like... Does it feel squicky?
It feels unfamiliar. You can go ahead and make an insight check.
Sure. Why not? Oh, that's gonna be a 20. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. It feels... powerful. It definitely doesn't feel evil, but it also doesn't feel particularly good.
Okay. I very quickly put my cube away.
Cool.
And I'd also like to pray to... Well, they can do something else first. I can pray later.
Can I, when no one else is looking, go over, open up the cube, and hold Nurgle up to it?
No!
Yeah.
Does it do the magnet thing?
It does the opposite of the magnet thing. Nurgle's head, he rests his head against the cube.
Oh no!
Aww.
He just kind of tucks himself against it.
He
That's
nestle. Nurgle nestle.
Malachi comes in to see Finn doing this with the bird, and I run over and I grab Nurgle away. What are you doing to him?
I don't know.
I think he was charging.
Just sort of acting on impulse.
I look Nurgle in the eyes. Are you okay? I don't know what that means because I don't have to speak with animals, so I just put him down and I leave again.
Finn, you know that was a sort of your mind meld with Nurgle's enough that he was enjoying being next to the cube. Nurgle likes the cube a lot.
Uh-oh.
All right. All right, that's all you get for today. Hey, if you're good, I'll give you some more.
Ew. Anyways, beyond like general sailor idiot stuff that I get up to, I would also like to investigate and find out if I know anybody here, or B, if anybody here knows me, or C, where we stand with the League.
I think we've established, this is where, correct me if I'm wrong, I thought we established last episode that you don't know anyone on this ship.
Yeah, that's what happened last time.
Oh yeah, it's the same ship.
It's the same ship, same crew as before.
Yeah.
However, I will say, asking around and kind of befriending these sailors a little bit more, they basically, you get the idea from them that Captain Amelia more or less toes the line of the rules that she's supposed to follow. But go ahead and I will let you choose persuasion or insight. It's probably going to be persuasion.
Yeah, barely though. 13.
13. You managed to strike up a little bit of a friendship with a woman named Catalina, who has sailed with Captain Amelia for a while. And she kind of lets you in. She says, yeah, we follow the rules like we're supposed to, but that lets us get away with things a little bit more. Sometimes it's more helpful to be in the good books, as it were, and then people kind of turn a blind eye to whatever else you might be doing on the side. You feel me?
Yeah.
What, you got experience with that?
Something like that.
Yeah, what ship did you used to sail on?
Angeletta.
The Angeletta. Let's see if she...
Oh, I loved him on American Idol.
Are we around for this conversation?
No, you are not.
Or no? Okay.
I'm going to make the executive decision. She looks at you, Regin, and she goes, Angeletta, wasn't that... I remember hearing a couple years back.
Yeah, yep, that was that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought most everybody died.
Most everybody did.
Wasn't that was crazy. I mean, that shook up. We were all, nobody thought that the Nerian League usually doesn't do stuff like that.
Right, they don't. I mean, it was a series of misunderstandings, and I've just kind of tried to move past it.
Well, shit, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It wasn't a good time. But, well, hey, if this works out, maybe I'll stick around here for a while. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, you'd be welcome. She says you'd be welcome, but there's a little, that's the sort of thing you say in moments like these. It doesn't really ring true.
Oh, no. Oh, dear. Okay, I feel sad on the inside. And I give her a polite nod and go sit on the mizzenmast.
When you guys, basically the morning you're supposed to get into Benswith, you guys get... I should have thought about how this would work. I'm going to say, Malachi, the piece of cloth that you used to contact Nell just sort of spontaneously unfolds itself from your pocket and it just sort of blossoms out.
Oh?
That's embarrassing.
It happens to everybody at this age. It's all right.
I'm blossoming.
You see Nell's face there, a much clearer picture than you were able to get on the other island, in the middle
better signal.
of the cloth. A better signal, exactly. And they're like, hey, Malachi, Finn, Regin, you guys there?
Are they close by me?
Yeah, you can just, pick it up and hold it up.
I hold it.
Hi.
I hold it like a grandparent holding an iPad for the first time.
Hey.
Nell? Hello?
Hey, yes,
Nell?
hi, it's me. Yes, we've done this before.
Malachi, you have to press...
There's no buttons, Finn.
No, but if you press on it...
You've got to swipe. You got to swipe. Just swipe.
Okay,
hold it.
hello. We're all here.
Hi.
I
Yes,
can see you this
all of you.
time.
Great, this is awesome. Can you guys, would you do me a favor? Just go find Captain Amelia and let me speak to her for a minute.
Yes. We go find Captain Amelia.
I want to roll insight.
We've got a call for you on line 1.
I want to roll insight on Nell's tone
Yes, go ahead and roll insight.
Oh, I should do that too. I should be suspicious of this.
I'm not suspicious.
18.
2.
2. Malachi, you don't pick up on anything being wrong. Regin, you clock a little bit of just like a hint of like something has gone awry. They don't seem overly panicked, but there's just a little bit of like, plans maybe have changed a bit.
Hey, can I speak to your mom, bud, real quick?
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. Yeah, a little like that. So you bring the cloth to Captain Amelia, and Captain Amelia kind of takes it. Seems like she has experience with devices like this. And she says, Nell, what's going on? And Nell goes, hey, Captain Amelia, I was just wondering if you could possibly, if there's any reason you need to stop in Benswith, or if we could just kind of swing by and then keep going. And Captain Amelia is like, well, I suppose I was going to pick up some more cargo, but once we've picked up that shipment, we can get going within a few hours. And Nell's like, great. And you were headed up north after this, right? You were going kind of in a generally Lithios direction. And
Malachi.
Captain Amelia's like, yes, that's correct.
Sort of peeks his head over her shoulder. I'm sorry, why aren't we stopping in Benswith?
I will explain everything when I see you guys. And they kind of like glance over their shoulder a little bit as they're talking. But I'll explain everything when I see you guys. But I've got where the next cube is that I need you to find. It's basically on the way between Benswith and Lithios, and then I just need to get up north for what I'm doing next, and we can drop you guys off on the way. If you have stuff you need to do in Benswith, it sounds like we'll be in port for a couple hours. I hope that's okay. Sorry.
I'm sorry. So you're coming with us?
Yeah, I'm going to get on the ship, and we're going to head north. And then we're going to drop you guys off at the place where the next cube is. Again, I'll discuss everything when I'm on board.
Hold on, is Amelia listening to this?
Yeah, Amelia's like holding the cloth, and you guys are basically all, yes. Which you did not know before. And Amelia kind of, when this happens, she sort of basically took the cloth and moved a little bit away from the rest of her crew, so they're not really in earshot, especially because Nell's voice comes through quiet on the cloth.
Right, because I wasn't aware that... Okay, so we weren't aware that Nell had discussed this with Amelia.
You were not aware, yeah. You guys really
did
not have a lot. It was just sort of she's supposed to drop you off here, and you get, there's a little bit of familiarity, not like friendship necessarily, but a familiarity for sure in the way Nell and Amelia talk to each other. Mm. And so Nell's like, I just wanted to clear it with you, Amelia, but that'll be the plan. And Amelia goes, that's fine. Again, we weren't going to stay in Benswith very long anyway. And Nell says, great, I will see you guys. Don't go far from the ship again, because we'll be leaving. If you guys... this shouldn't be necessary, but just like as a extra precaution, if you're gonna leave the ship, if you have any way of disguising yourself, might not be a bad idea.
Is there something we should know now?
Again, I'm gonna explain it once I'm on the ship and we can talk in person.
So we are not supposed to deplane, deboard.
Deboat.
You can deboard if you want to, if you need to for some reason, if there's something you wanted to buy or someone you needed to talk to or anything like that. But otherwise, I would just stay on the ship and we'll get going as quick as possible.
I'm going to get off the boat.
Okay.
Regin says that to Malachi.
Regin, there's a chamber pot on board. The ocean's right there.
I can reach the handrail now. Jeez.
Okay. And Nell basically...
Hey, what are you talking about doing in the ocean?
Does not answer any more questions, and their face just kind of disappears from the cloth.
Okay. I grabbed the cloth back from Amelia, and I folded it up and put it back into my pocket.
Excellent.
So you knew what we were doing the whole time?
I was filled in on, I don't know much. I don't go in for this sort of thing very often, but I knew there was some sort of mission having to do with some sort of cube.
Okay, right. Just because, when we first got on board, you definitely indicated that you had no idea what was going on, so I just wasn't sure why you were lying to us about that.
Well,
Malachi's passive aggression is just so remarkable.
Most of my men don't really know. They don't need to know.
Oh, I mean, sure, but you said it to us, so...
And I didn't know you.
Are you part of AAA?
I'm not part of their association, but I've worked with them for many years.
Yeah, you contract. You
do
the touch and goes. You do
I'm a freelancer, exactly.
Yeah.
You take work where you can get
it. Yeah. Regin says a lot of buzzwords.
The AAA pays well. They do. Their coffers are not low.
Synergy.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a buzzword, I see.
Sort of paradigm thinking.
Precisely, yes.
Relationship focused.
Market-based.
Search engine optimization.
Disruption.
All of the above. Innovation, one could say.
Oh,
it excites.
Oh, yeah.
So we go to Benswith.
But do we?
So the Salty Shark docks in Benswith. Are you guys planning on getting off the ship?
Yes.
I mean, I didn't want to, but I guess I will if they are going, just because I don't want any of us to wander around alone if it seems like there might be something funky going on here.
No, don't worry, I won't be alone. I've got Nurgle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine. I just gotta go pick something up from one of the shops, remember?
No.
Oh, yeah, you got your brass knuckles.
I got sick brass knuckles waiting for me
I
back
forgot
here.
that those were on a delay. I'm still gonna come, though. Actually, yeah, I'm still gonna come.
Well, don't you think it's gonna be more suspicious if there's multiple of us? Like, one is easier to pass unnoticed than a stunningly beautiful blonde man and you.
I've got my own business to attend to.
I don't know.
We'll just split up. It's just gonna be super quick. Just 15 minutes, just in and out. It's fine. Don't worry about it, Mal. It's all good.
I mean, I don't have to walk. I don't have to walk with you, like holding your hand. But I don't think you should go in with no one.
Oh, you want to hold my hand? Is that what you're saying?
I actually really don't. If you're going there, I would just stand outside.
I'm gonna hold Malachi's hand.
I slap his hand away. I don't know. I just personally feel that it would be... This is Taylor. Taylor, speaking for Malachi, thinks that Malachi would not think this is a good idea. Even if, in my own knowledge and brain, maybe it's not a... I don't know what I'm saying.
Taylor has truly been up since 2:40 this morning.
Yeah, truly. Malachi definitely does not want you to go on there out in the town alone. Also, partly I still don't super trust you to not just ditch us.
You'd be correct in
Granted,
that.
You won't get the gold if you ditch us, but yeah, I'm gonna come with.
Well, maybe we should slap a disguise on you, because, I mean, I'm one thing, but me and a giant rock man.
I think we should probably both be disguised based on what Nell was telling us, but yeah.
All right. And I use my new cantrip, Minor Illusion, to make a big pair of glasses and a fake mustache on my face.
I ask around.
And also the same on Nurgle.
If there's a spare, sailor uniform that I can borrow just for the day.
Can they give her a really old-fashioned one that's like a Donald Duck suit?
It's too small, so I'm wearing a sailor girl crop top and
Yeah. The only person who's basically big enough to match your broad shoulders and everything is Captain Amelia being a robot, and so she gives you
I take the clothes off her back.
She gives you her dress coat for when she has fancy sailor occasions. It looks pretty dapper, and the coat is almost, you're not sure, this is definitely going to be one of those I'm going to draw attention to myself and thus be disguised in the crowd.
Are there any sailor hats around?
Someone can lend you a really big hat.
And I put my hair up in the hat, so I just look like a person in a long coat. You can't tell that I'm a rock man.
Yeah.
Okay, we are disguised now.
I'm a rock man. Rock man.
Regin, you have to disguise yourself too.
Oh my god, fine. I put my hair into a ponytail.
That.
I don't like that.
That's not a disguise.
It's really not. I wanna. I can't do anything to you. I don't have magic that'll fix this.
Yep, I just put my hair into a ponytail and I disboard. D-board,
Awesome.
D-plane.
This is a bad idea.
I jump off the boat.
You guys hop off in Benswith. You head, Regin, you head over to get your brass knuckles, correct?
Yeah.
Brass knuckles, which I, as the DM, was like, I'll make up stats for, and then promptly forgot about.
So good.
But from what I remember from last time, we were going to have them be basically, like, similar to daggers, but you're using your fists and they're doing bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
So if we get into combat, we'll work that out then. For now, just write down that you've got your brass knuckles.
They're totally sick.
Does anybody else have any business in Benswith?
I mean, do I know how much... What am I wearing? I'm wearing chainmail. How much would plate armor cost?
How much would plate armor cost? Good question. Let's look that up.
Now that I'm getting back into fighting. Getting into fighting for the first time ever.
Good little insurance salesman.
So, plate armor is... What do you have right now? Chainmail?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so splint armor is 200 gold pieces. Straight up plate is 1,500 gold pieces.
Lit. All right. Cool. I'll have to steal it off someone's dead body then.
Sounds right.
Okay.
Don't you dare use my gold that you've stashed in your nipple cracks.
First of all, my nipples are whole. Second of all, there's not enough even with that. Not yet. After this cube, maybe.
I want to go to the embassy and see if there's any new art in the lobby.
Yeah, go ahead and make a luck check for me.
14.
14. There is a new piece of art in the lobby. Yeah.
Oh, this is very nice. It's good art, yes.
Thank you. Lots of people interested in art. Just last week I had a guy in here who was talking about the art.
Oh, he sounds very smart and handsome, yes.
It was really weird. He kept coming in and out and didn't really ask about anything. But...
Andy, what accent is
A
that?
good man.
What is that?
Tell me, do you make any of this yourself? Is it the same guy?
I think it's
Yeah,
Franco-Ukrainian.
It's the same guy.
You know that
and
I
he's
am
like,
called the Count.
I make much of the art myself, but this particular piece we actually bought at the market.
Wait, hold on.
As this embassy guy is speaking, a giant man in a sailor costume walks in, grabs this new mysterious man by the scruff of the neck and drags him out.
Goodbye, I love you.
Bye.
Hold on. Last time when Finn asked undisguised, he said that he didn't make any of the art, that it was all famous artists.
He's trying to impress you. You look better this way.
Yeah, now you're European, so...
Did I forget what I said last time? No, I never make mistakes. Awesome. So you guys...
You wouldn't drag a guy with glasses, would you?
I put the glasses on my own face.
Can I have everybody make me a stealth check?
Yep.
sound
Can I
so
argue for a
sad.
deception
I
check?
definitely should have passed without trace on us, but okay.
I got a
I
10.
will say, if you charisma casters would like, you can sub in performance, because you're basically, especially Finn and Malachi, you're basically just trying to, like...
Yeah, that would be
Play it
great,
off.
actually.
Yeah, go ahead, sub in performance.
So I'm not hearing deception then.
But Malachi, you still have, not deception, performance. You still have disadvantage on it, I'm going to say, because it should be a stealth roll.
Okay.
That's a nat 1!
Great.
So technically it's a 6, but...
Yeah, I have an 8.
Great.
Oh, lit.
I have a 10.
Great, awesome.
We're awful.
Hey, I'm average.
So, you guys are absolutely drawing attention, and you can tell even as you walk through Benswith. It's a colorful city. You're not drawing that much attention, but like Finn, you have like other older men with beards coming up to you and engaging you in conversation, and they're like,
Oh, hello!
Yes, you come from the east. Yes, I also.
That's right.
This is wonderful. I haven't met anyone with so much taste and such a beautiful beard in such a long time.
I come from wherever you think I am from.
Yes, that is the philosophical answer to the question, is it not?
Well, yeah, it is.
Sorry, we gotta go. We're not supposed to be here right now.
Oh, this is my manservant, Jacques.
Jacques,
Yeah,
it is a great
I
honor.
polish his boots. Listen,
Very
we've
pleased.
We got a ship to catch. He's actually going to be back for an embassy meeting at,
It's true, I'm important man.
While they're doing all this clown fuckery, I'm gonna go get a drink in the closest bar.
Oh, no.
Great. You peel off, grab a drink. When you guys turn around, these guys sort of are like, oh, embassy meeting, would not want someone who's representing our great nation to be busy, caught up and being late.
That is right.
Yeah,
Tell me, what are your current most pressing concerns that I may speak for you?
Let me tell
Excuse me,
you, all
sir,
right.
we really ought to be going.
First of all, we want to make sure Malachi is dragging you away at this point.
Yes.
Let me advocate for my constituency.
But
Finn, I never want to have to talk like Regin again. Please stop.
Healthcare.
Okay.
Yeah, they yell healthcare behind you as you are dragged off by Jacques. Regin, meanwhile, you are getting a drink.
You turn around and I'm gone.
Yeah, you turn around and you've lost Regin. He is nowhere to be seen.
My other manservant.
Malachi kind of liked speaking in the Regin voice and wonders if this makes him the new Regin now.
You've been promoted.
Ha ha ha! See, it's a promotion.
Okay, are there any bars around? Because I know that is the first place I would look.
There are, let me see, what part of the city is it fun for you to be in?
Oh shit.
I'm gonna say there's a couple bars that are close by that potentially you could have that Regin could have ended up in. There's one called the Stoned Sailor, which is kind of small and dark and has like
Sounds
smoke
right.
coming faintly out of the windows.
Okay.
There's a bar called Annabella's, which almost looks like it's like it looks like one of those taverns or pubs that's like more about the food and the place to stay. It's kind of cozy.
What was it called? Annabella's?
Looking. Annabella's. And then there's you, as you kind of look around, you realize that you're actually only a couple blocks away from the Crimson Call, which is the one that's right across the street from Solaris's place and the one where your friend had told you he was staying.
Right. What was the first one again? The something sailor?
The Stoned Sailor?
Stoned Sailor. I think that's the one where I'm gonna head.
Okay. Regin, is that the one where you most likely would be?
Yeah, probably. For plot reasons, I want to say Crimson Call, but I know Regin, and that's
Yeah,
not.
I think Malachi makes the executive decision that Regin is almost certainly in the Stoned Sailor.
The Stoned Sailor is a straight up hookah bar. There's like big, beautiful, like glass hookahs everywhere.
I cover Finn's eyes as we go in.
Hello, 2 lemonades, please.
Brightly colored smoke floating around.
I respectfully remove my sailor cap, since we're entering a...
Everybody immediately knows you're not a real sailor, because a real sailor would never show respect.
Because I need to wave the smoke out of my face, so I can see Regin.
Yeah, you're clearly only like 1 or 2 minutes behind Regin, but Regin is already like looks like he belongs here.
Is he smoking?
Yeah.
What are you smoking, Regin?
It's a hookah bar, dude.
I want to smash out of your hand. No, wait, that's a bad idea, but Malachi definitely
What
does.
in the name of wanton property damage? Everybody attack this man.
I will say you can slap it out of his hand.
We have
without...
diplomatic immunity, don't
Yes,
worry.
I would like to not smash it fully, but I would like to slap it out of his hand. Like, at least, like, maybe just lower it. I don't know.
Yeah.
What, you want to hit? You seem kind of tense.
We need to be going. I mean, we need to be going.
What the hell?
Oh no, I cannot tell who is which.
What the hell?
As you guys are starting to call a little bit of attention to yourselves, Regin, I would like you to just roll me a d20.
Oh no. 13. A very lucky number.
13 is it's a lucky enough number. Can you roll me a perception check?
Yar. 7.
7. Cool. So you guys, basically, as you're, Malachi, as you're kind of busy with, like, hauling Regin to his feet and starting to get him toward the door, you guys are almost out of the bar when you hear from behind you someone yell, "Hey, is that Starkweather?"
I turn around.
I turn around
like, I am not Starkweather!
There is a human man standing up now and kind of pointing over at you.
Does he look pissed off?
Make an insight check.
18?
18? Yes. He does not look like the... Regin, there's certain people that you're actively keeping an eye out where you go. This is not one of them. This is someone who knew you earlier, before the Angletta. But clearly news has traveled with that 18 is what you're kind of picking up on. He does not look happy to see you. He looks a little bit suspicious. And he sort of stands up and a bunch of people are kind of murmuring and poking each other now. A little bit of a hush falls over the bar.
A hush falls over the bar.
And the guy who's standing up goes, "Yeah, Starkweather, thought I recognized you, you bastard. What was that?"
What does this guy look like?
He is human. He's honestly on the shorter side. I'm going to say kind of,
He looks tall next to you, Regin.
Mr. Senator, sir, I will kill you once we get outside.
I am not the senator. I am interpreter for the senator. And I point to Nergal.
The man looks older than you guys, kind of, sort of patchy beard, graying hair. You see as he sort of pushes himself to his feet that he's missing a leg. He's got one kind of peg leg, and he sort of points at Regin and he goes, Starkweather, you know, everybody thought you were dead.
Ooh.
I mean, how do you know I'm not? I could be a hallucination right now, you know what I mean? Alright,
I have been smoking quite a bit.
I try to bundle Finn and Mal out, but I'm sure I don't get very far.
Nope, I fully plant myself.
Oh, Malachi plants himself. Okay, so you're kind of...
Rock, I am getting mixed messages from you.
Yeah, Finn, Regin's trying to tug you in one direction, and Malachi's kind of standing rock solid in the just inside the door. And you hear the guy go...
Way to plant, man.
The sailor goes, everybody knows what happened to the Angletta. They say it was, there's stories about somebody going a little crazy.
Sorry, you're talking to him?
Your friend there? The half-dwarf? Yeah, I'm talking to him.
That's strong, but...
Regin kind of, like, pats Mal on the peck and is like, do you want...
What are you talking about?
Just don't worry about it.
I think you're the wrong guy.
Do you have business with my manservant?
Oh, does your new crew not know the stories?
Look, man, I don't know what you've heard. It's probably not true. I can't think of many people who could tell you the real story who are left. So whatever you've heard's not right.
Oh, well, I'd love to know what is right, because there's stories about lightning bolts falling from the sky. There's stories about somebody...
It was a thunderstorm.
Oh, you got the wrong guy. This guy, not magic.
Okay.
I can do magic.
Finn, go ahead and roll me a persuasion check.
11.
11? Okay. The people are still more invested in the drama of this standoff here than they are in the strange bearded man.
Sorry, you said Starkweather. We knew a guy, but...
I try really hard to do the sparks from the fingers thing that Nergal did, but I can't.
Yeah, it's not working.
I'm gonna go get up in this guy's face.
Awesome.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
No, I dodge.
You were behind me heading towards the bar. Malachi's
using my squat nimbleness, I get around Malachi and I get up to this guy's face. And I'm like, look, the only people who know what happened are me and a lot of people who are dead and a lot of people who say that it legally never happened.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He wasn't there.
Mal, shut
whatever
up.
You're talking about.
Make an intimidation check.
Oh
Who?
dear. Me.
Regin.
Math is hard. 13.
13. He doesn't back down. He stands up to you and he goes, oh yeah? You want to tell us what really happened? Because again, some stories about lightning coming from the sky, some stories about everybody being dragged off in chains and never being heard from again, some stories about, they throw around words like massacre. They throw around a lot of words.
Malachi's starting to look distinctly uncomfortable.
Yeah, I'm sure they do throw around a lot of words. Look, the only person who got dragged off in chains was me, alright? It was just a little bit of there was a big storm, and you know what? I did my time. I figured my stuff out, and it's all accounted for. Like there's nothing weird going on, and we're good. And it has been an absolute pleasure seeing you. And I firmly shake his hand, and I palm him a gold, and I salute, and I'm like, and you have never seen me.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
If this works, I'm gonna...
That's a 12.
A 12? A 12 is enough that he takes the gold, and he kind of shoves his hand in his pocket, and he goes, alright, probably better luck if you get your way out of here anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I can't say it's been a pleasure, so I'll be going. And I bolt out of there. But I steal somebody's drink on the way out.
Awesome. You bolt out, grab a drink as you go. Malachi and Finn, you guys are sort of left. You see that people are sort of pressing in closer, kind of gathering around the old sailor and pressing him for details, and he's kind of sitting back, clearly about to settle into a story.
Okay. Listen. We're all sailors here.
I am foreign dignitary. I am visiting ambassador.
Slap a hand over Finn's mouth, as usual. I don't know a single one of us who hasn't been in their fair share of storms out in the seas. But that guy, whatever you heard, wasn't him. I don't know what to do.
Go ahead and make I will say you can make a persuasion check or deception check based on where Malachi's head is at this point.
Does Malachi
definitely
think it was
deception. Me? Definitely deception, based on what Regin just said. It is gonna be a 19. 19? Okay.
Yeah. People around, you hear the sailors are sort of like, there are a lot of storms, a lot of weird stuff happens out in this ocean. Everybody knows a lot of weird stuff happens. And then some people go like, oh, you're drunk at the old sailor. And he's like, I'm not. I know what I've heard. I was invested.
Man, we're in a hookah bar.
Sir.
Yes, but that doesn't mean drunk. That's sort of a different thing.
But he's acting like he's in control of his...
Yeah, he pre-gamed before he came to the hookah bar. You guys say that you've kind of like neutralized some of the rumors, and the conversation is generally turning away from Regin a bit. Some people kind of do call out like, "Who are you guys? What's your deal?"
I am visiting dignitary from other place.
What the fuck are you doing in here?
Sorry, he's passenger on our ship.
My manservants have been very churlish today.
I realize that I've been dropping my accent this whole time. We've actually got to get him back. He's got an embassy meeting. I got to get out of here. Nice to meet you all.
That's right.
Starkweather?
And you guys step outside the bar.
Man, I really hope this coat would command a little more respect. I say this to Finn.
You should get a job in foreign service.
Okay.
I find it does wonders for commanding his team.
Okay.
Clarification question. Nolani, feel free to text me this if the answer is significant. Okay. How many years ago was the incident with the Anschletter?
That is not significant. I just don't remember.
Yeah, I know. I can't quite find it either.
I did do the math in here. It was 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Awesome. Hey, Malachi, make me a history check.
Okay.
Oh, dear.
Don't worry, it's not that strong.
That's what they all say.
Yeah. That is a 9.
9? When he stood up and said, like, you, whatever he said about the Angeletta, at that name, that rings a bell. You've absolutely heard that before. That was an incident that got talked about in the ranks. And that was kind of interest. You remember it being a story that people were talking about 4 or 5 years ago. But you can't place exactly what the incident was or what the significance of it was.
Okay.
Cool.
Interesting.
Regin, are you hanging out outside the bar when they come outside?
I will be across the street looking inconspicuous, and then I'll link up with them when they come out.
Awesome.
Oh, Regin, I did not see you there with that ponytail.
Finn.
Thanks, I'm very inconspicuous.
Come on, not Starkweather, let's go.
Alright.
And I don't look at him, I just grab him and go.
And you guys head back to Captain Amelia's ship, or do you have anything else?
I can't afford much else, so yeah.
Yeah.
Reagan's thoroughly sheepish right now.
I've got him by the ear.
You guys head back to Captain Amelia's ship. As you get on the ship, Nell is on board, talking to Captain Amelia. It looks like they've got, it actually takes you a second to recognize them, because it looks like they've got a hood up on a cloak, and they're, it looks like they've got like fake elf ears on to make them look like they're an elf when you know that they're a human. And just a little bit more like some clever contouring going on so that you're you do a double take before you remember that it's them.
Well, as we know, Nell's a master of disguise, seeing as the first time we met them, they spoke with an Australian accent the entire time they were at the resort.
Yeah, that was an affectation. You guys get on board and Nell goes, "Oh, there you are. Okay, great.
Don't worry, it's just me." And I dismiss the illusion.
Oh, hey, that's not bad. I've seen worse disguises.
Thank you. Like the ponytail, for example.
Yeah, Regin, A for effort, I guess. Look, let's, I'm going to explain what's been going down once we're kind of on the seas a little bit.
Please do.
And
Please explain.
the ship finishes getting preparations and leaves the Benswith port, starting a course basically from Benswith heading up north. And Nell Captain Amelia's driving the ship, but Nell pulls the three of you aside, away from kind of the other. Basically, you end up going down into the cargo hold, and they're like, "Okay, sorry about all the cloak and dagger stuff, guys.
You got daggers under that cloak?
Well, yes, actually.
Are we getting cloaks?
Do you want a cloak?
I'll have daggers.
We can get you cloaks, but it's going to take some time.
I want one for Nurgle.
You want one for Nurgle. Okay, I'm going to make a note of that. They pull out, like, a little pad of paper and physically make a note, and kind of, like, tuck it away back under their cloak. And then they look at you guys and they're like, okay, anyway, sorry about all that I've been so,
Suspicious.
Dicey?
Suspicious, thank you. Suspicious and dicey. Yeah, both the words I was looking for. So someone tried to break into my room last night. And also, Shiloh and I...
Gosh, I remember when that happened to us. Sorry, go on.
Okay, listen. That was... Well, technically it was 2 times, but...
When was the second time? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I broke in the first time, didn't have time to get anything, then broke in the second time. Anyway.
Those were the days.
While I was sleeping in my room, which I didn't do to you guys, I woke up. Shiloh left a couple days ago, but she and I had both noticed people watching us. Just ordinary looking people, not like wearing particular cloaks or any particular, like, not the same person, but one of those things where you're in a crowded room and you just sort of notice that the guy in the corner is keeping an eye on you, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we were already...
I love how Finn's nodding along like he knows.
I've never been in a crowded room before.
One bed schoolhouse.
Surely you've been in a crowded room.
Vin, we were just at a resort.
Anyway, I guess there was the fighting pits. That was pretty crowded.
Yeah, the resort was pretty crowded. Anyway.
Speaking of the resort, though, I don't suppose you remember what any of these people watching you looked like.
I thought it was spacious and luxurious.
You haven't been hired yet. What was the question? If they remember what anyone looked like?
Yeah.
Nell nods, and they're like, "Yeah, we were writing it down. There was a halfling woman with long hair. There was an orc or half orc. I couldn't quite tell because we just got to look at them out of the corner of our eye. At one point, when we were walking, they followed us. There was a human man with kind of a longish beard.
What kind of accent did he have?
He didn't talk.
Yeah, it did kind of look similar to the beard that you were wearing as an illusion, funnily enough. But that could
was
just
it your dad?
I'm sure that could just be a coincidence.
I know who my dad is.
Have you ever seen him, though?
Oh.
No, I mean, I was just mainly asking because I wanted to see if there were any of the same people in disguise at the resort, perchance.
That's a really good... Yeah, no one that I recognized.
Okay. The only one I remember from a resort was some Triton woman, but...
Yeah.
With a
oh,
bone.
yeah, that's right, because she
swam.
Well, there's the blue bitch, and then there was another Triton woman who we... Oh, wait, no, we killed her. Sorry, never mind.
Did you guys ever tell me what happened with... Did you leave any of the Maelstrom cult alive?
Did Mal say that out loud? Oh, wait, no, we killed her.
I did,
Sorry.
yeah.
But I was realizing it in real time because I was remembering this was after we unmasked the bodies. And there were people we recognized from the resort. But yeah, no, there was one woman who we were going to question, and she
had an accident.
I think we did talk about this. She kind of poofed out of there.
Right. Maybe we did. I don't. But she was a Triton, yeah?
Yeah. I mean,
or she had blue skin. Yeah, no one who was watching us had blue skin.
I forget if we said she was a Triton or not. Sorry.
I think she was either a Triton or a Water Genasi. I remember she was blue. But so he says, or Nell, which NPC am I right now? Nell, is like, yeah. So anyway, we'd been seeing people following us, watching us, various different places. When Shiloh left, we sort of did a illusion type thing to make it look like I was going with her, and then I stayed behind because I was waiting for you guys, and I had more stuff I was finishing up. And then last night, I was lying in my bed, and I woke up to the sound of somebody trying to pick my lock. Very quickly grabbed the stuff that I had lying on the table, all of our papers and stuff like that. I went out the window. I don't think they were able to get in.
Right.
If they were, they didn't disturb anything, and they didn't take anything. But I can't be 100% sure, because if they did, they did it. They did it without forcing the door, if they did, and locked it behind them. But I don't think they got in, but I'm not 100% sure, and I don't know who it was. Right. And after that, I was a little bit spooked, and so I decided to call up Amelia and just get off the island. I'm not really great in direct confrontation when I'm by myself, in case you guys haven't picked up on that.
Right. So...
I don't know, you handled wet shoes pretty well.
So, you were telling us to be careful because you thought they might recognize us?
Yeah, I don't know who it was. If it was just one person, we probably would have tried to confront them and figure out what's going on. But the fact that it was multiple people over multiple days,
network.
Yeah. That makes me nervous. So I don't know if they would have recognized you. Honestly, I'm not super worried about it. I really think they must have recognized. The Archaeological Artificers Association has a fair number of enemies. We've got a fair number of allies, but, when you're going around telling people that their gold needs to be returned where they got it from, they don't love you often. So we're no stranger to stuff like this.
Regin looks at Malachi, goes, yeah, when your gold needs to go back to where it belongs.
I don't look at Regin.
So
were you planning on heading out before all of this?
Yeah, I was going to head out, there was just going to be a little bit more buffer time. I was going to head out pretty soon. I do need to go up north. I'm heading back to HQ, basically, the roundabout way. I need to stop in Lithios first.
Do we get to go?
No, I've got another mission for you guys. Sorry, if that's okay with you, if you want another mission. And I have this. They reach into their pocket and they pull out a sack of gold.
I was just gonna ask, yeah.
Oh, who's that for?
I grab the sack.
No, they hold on to it and they're like, did you get the cube? I mean, you said you got the cube, but do you want to give it to me?
I frantically pat my pockets.
Are we in private right now?
Yeah, you guys are down in the cargo hold.
What? Okay. Hannah, how big was it? Was it something I would have been able to be carrying on my person, or would have been like stashed away somewhere?
It would have been stashed in your bag, probably, because it's a little bit bigger. It's like a jewelry box size.
I go, why do I keep saying that? I go and get the box out of my bag, out from under my bed.
Brilliant.
Bunk, whatever.
Yeah, you bring back the cube and
I like crack it open just enough for them to see it, but I don't like pick it up and take it out.
Yeah, they look in and they kind of inspect it and through the lead box, and then they're like, okay, awesome. And they close up the box and they're like, out of curiosity, what did you end up having to do to get it? And what was it exhibiting any kind of magical properties or anything like that?
They were making...
Let's just call it a hostile takeover.
Yeah.
We took down a pyramid scheme.
Oh!
Well, I don't know if I would call it a pyramid scheme.
Rebranded a multi-level marketing endeavor.
It's an investment opportunity. You can work from home, be your own boss, set your own hours.
Funnily enough, I already do that.
Right.
Oh.
You're also
and I
setting
really
our
like
hours.
my boss, actually.
Is Shiloh your boss?
No, Shiloh and I are like co-workers.
Oh, who's your boss?
Are you our boss?
Kinda, although not in a like pyramid scheme type way.
Well, again, no one's talking about pyramid schemes. There's no pyramid schemes here.
Just to be clear, who's the boss?
Springsteen.
So she's called the Adventurer, is what she goes by.
Very creative. The Adventurer.
Wow, it sounds like the god creating this universe didn't think of a name.
Sorry, that was not a dig at Hannah, the DM. That was a dig at the adventurer herself.
Yes. Nell kind of frowns a little bit and is like, well, yeah. It's like an alias, but sure.
Right.
Yeah, and she's the one who sort of leads the organization. She's very cool.
So you've met her?
Oh yeah, I've met her. Yeah.
Okay.
Is she nice?
Yeah, she's nice. She's a little on the, tough love side sometimes, but she takes what we're doing seriously.
All right. I know a few people like that.
Yeah.
So it wasn't
like who?
Anyways, there were a bunch of little
Nurgle's pretty hard on me sometimes.
Fish people down there. Malachi's ignoring this all. Unfortunately, we did, I think, probably kill some Kuatoa.
Like I said,
in the process.
If you had to. I'm sure they tried to kill you.
Someone tried to kill us, for sure.
Someone tried to kill you.
Someone
the Kuatoa very much did try to kill us. There's no, uncertainty there. They super attacked us.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, someone did die.
One of you?
But,
no!
The Kuatoa, I look at Finn, but the priest was using it. They were making supplement. They called them supplements, but they were using it to make something.
Oh, fascinating.
But when we touched it, it let off some weird shit was happening. Some weird stuff.
Okay.
Weird stuff was happening.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, that checks out with what we've observed with others of these things.
It did help us at one point, though.
I don't trust it.
You don't trust the cube?
No.
Yeah. Honestly, me neither.
Nurgle vouches for it, and that's enough for me.
Yeah, that concerns me a little, actually, to be honest, but...
That was cheeky.
Am I being propositioned?
Nurgle is watching the box that has the cube in it.
Yeah, no, it's I took a look at it. It's not... Whatever it is, it's not good.
You took a look at it, like, with your eyes, or, like...
I mean, I was using my eyes. I was... Yes?
As opposed to...
I mean, did you cast a spell on it?
I was examining it, and there was some magic involved.
Okay.
And it seems to me that it is perhaps not deliberately, maliciously evil, but it certainly isn't good.
It's all chaos. None of it can ever be trusted. That's what...
For all that it did help us, it did hurt us as well, so...
Right. Okay, all right.
It always will.
I will pass all that along. Okay, so if you guys are up to another cube finding mission, it looks like you did great with the last one.
So, I'm sorry, we do get 150 gold.
Yes, so 150 gold, and they hand over the little pouch to you once they have the cube in their possession.
I dole out 50 to Finn. I dole out 35 to Regin.
We're really gonna keep on doing this ludicrous charade.
I put 50 in my pockets, and I keep 15 of Reagan's 15 in the sack. I
What's
don't
it
put it in
gonna
my
take,
cracks.
Mal?
Mainly because my cracks are full.
I give 5 gold to Nurgle.
I don't know where Nurgle's keeping his gold, but he's doing it somehow.
He's got places.
We've established that
got
he has
pockets.
more gold than you guys, practically. So he's... Yeah. Cool. So Nell says, so I have another place where we had another one pop up. It's in between here and Lithios. And they pull out the map that you guys have. And they point to an island that's basically... So Lithios is the largest kingdom in the Lunluma Ocean. It spans multiple islands, specifically a couple of big ones that are close together, and then a bunch of outlying islands. And as all three of you know, Lithios has in the past years been slowly encroaching on and gaining more and more islands. And Nell points to one of these kind of outlying islands that it is marked with the word Still Sky. Can I have all three of you roll history checks for me? Finn and Malachi can do it with advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Mm-hmm. Crit fail from Reg.
Okay, Regin, you've never heard of this place.
Well,
dirty 20.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 17.
17, okay. Malachi, you recognize the name Still Sky, and kind of as it's being pointed to you on the map, you remember seeing this place on very different types of maps in the past. This is basically one of those villages that was formerly independent that is basically electing to pay tax to Lithios in order to not be taken over. And is sort of, basically has cut a deal in order to retain some amounts of their independence. Finn, you recognize it as your home village actually isn't too far from it. You're on a different island. You've never been there or anything, but you know other people from your village have been. It's a halfling settlement, majority halfling, kind of reputed for being, they are known for their sort of pastries and baked goods. And they're known for sort of being a very kind of like wholesome settlement. They have like a windmill that's like kind of famous as a place that's really nice to go.
Were people having sex in it?
What?
4 times in one night.
No.
Guys, this is not going to be topical when this episode releases. It's barely topical now.
I think it's always going to be topical.
A windmill that's famous for being quaint and wholesome.
So you're telling me that we're going to Amsterdam?
A little bit.
Guys,
yeah.
I remember learning about this place when I was on the bench.
Sorry, what?
My school bench.
Are you a lawyer?
It's a lot of halflings, very nice place. I had an eclair from there on my 15th birthday.
I thought you were impoverished. You went...
Oh, I was. It was the only present I got.
You went abroad for your 15th birthday?
Oh, no, I just ate an eclair from there. It was stale.
It's not that abroad. It's... I don't know why I said that. I don't know where this place is.
It's just like a few days journey, if that.
Hannah, I've not been there, have I?
You have not been there.
Okay. Do I know
Wait,
people who
Finn
have?
got abroad for his 15th birthday. No.
I would never.
Malachi, you probably would have known that every once in, like, when you have a deal like this with one of these islands, every once in a while, like a group, what the hell are they? Like a regiment, I don't know what they're called, will go and, like, check up on it and just kind of, you know, march in and get the tax. You've never done that yourself to this particular island, but you've done it to other ones that are similar.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's a windmill there that no one's ever done anything untoward inside.
Can you say that with absolute certainty, Finn?
Yes.
Nell says, so anyway, Cube popped up there, presumably started showing up on our readings longer ago than the Kuatoa one. It's been there for a little while. We just haven't had time to send anyone out there, basically. I'm hoping that you're going to be able to just walk in and, like, persuade someone that you need it, and you're just going to be, or, like, that it's lying somewhere forgotten. This might be a little bit more of a treasure hunt type of thing going on, because, again, we don't know exactly where in the village it is, but there's no danger that we know of on this island, so...
Regin's breathing picks up, and he's like, did you say treasure hunt?
All right, don't get excited.
Listen.
Treasure.
So, with the Kuatoa, it was one thing, because clearly they were,
Fucked up.
to put it, yeah, they were a little fucked up, and I don't think we would have wanted the cube to be used for any sort of nefarious purposes they had in mind there, but...
Taking it from halflings, who, I'm sorry, halflings aren't known to be malicious.
They're not.
Who are living on an independent island, that...
The thing is, it's not,
They're very nice. They might just give it to us.
Yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from, and I also would be concerned about that thing, and I'm gonna say, if someone, like, has decided it's theirs and it's really important to them, then maybe, like, call us or see if you can cut a deal and we can pay them or something like that. If you need funds from us for something like that, we'll figure out a way to get that to you.
mean...
That said, we're operating on the law of finders keepers here a little bit. It's not like anyone's...
The sacred law, yes.
Well, okay, but it's not like anyone's family heirloom or anything. You know what I mean?
And we don't even know if they're using it for anything or if it's just they.
I mean, neither are we.
Well,
we don't know if they're definitely using it for something.
No comment.
Yeah, I know how you are.
We'll look for it, for sure. You don't have any idea where it is on the island?
Absolutely no idea where it is on the island. Yeah.
Is it a big island? Do I know this?
It's a pretty small village. Just even looking at it on your map, it looks like there's a little bit of kind of like hills and trees and stuff like that in the rest of the island. So it's possible it's just lying forgotten on the ground somewhere in the corner of a hill. And then there's the village kind of up against the shore with the windmill sort of behind it on top of a hill.
And then beyond that, there's Bag End, and the Saxville Bagginses are trying to take it.
Practically,
there's a big
yes.
body.
Yeah, it looks like, Finn, it looks like it's maybe like a little bit bigger than your home village, but not by much.
All right.
Okay. So you're not coming with us this time?
Wow, the bustling metropolis of Still Sky.
No, I'm not coming with. I'm going to stay on Captain Amelia's ship, and she's going to drop me off. And then I'm going to make my way to HQ.
So is she going to loop back for us, or is this sort of like we're stopping for a couple hours?
That's a good point. I left in such a hurry that I did maybe forget to figure out how we were going to get you guys off the island. Why don't we... It's close enough to Lithios. I'll reach out to one of my contacts there, and they'll have someone bring you back to the mainland. And then from there, you can go pretty much anywhere.
So we're going to the mainland of... Where?
The mainland
Lithios?
of Lithios. Is that a problem?
Okay. No.
Wow.
None of your contacts are League, right?
It's Lithios.
Sometimes. Do you want me to specifically get you guys...
We're not doing anything illegal, are we?
Nell's gonna make an insight check on basically both of you. Wow, they rolled horribly, because I roll horribly. And they're just like, you guys, like, I'm not gonna judge what you've been up to in your pasts, but if there's anyone you need me to, like, make sure...
Not much.
I thought that, but your seagull creeps me out a little bit, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, he's hundreds of years old, yeah.
Oh, there's a lot going on beneath the surface of this one here.
Right, so if any of the three of you need to avoid a certain place or person, just let me know.
I don't think Lithios has any problem with me.
I look expectantly at Nurgle.
Avoiding the League would probably be good for me. Thanks.
The entire League?
Yeah, the entire League. What? You have a problem
We're
with it?
in the League.
You think I'd take the names of everybody who's ever tried to arrest me?
We're gonna talk later. I still have a bone to pick with you. But...
Nurgle has priors.
He was literally birthed into existence not like 2 weeks ago.
That's a lot of time.
No, when you were speaking with animals, he said he was really old.
Yeah, he said he was thousands of years old, but he didn't say he's been existing as part of this society on this plane for those thousands of years.
I don't
But
know.
he could have interstellar priors.
Yeah, who knows what he's done.
Space
He
crime
gets
is
into
still
shit
crime.
in the deep sea. Yeah. No, I don't think Lithios has any problem with me.
All right. Great. Cool. Okay. So, I'll send someone to pick you guys up.
He stole cotton candy at the fighting pits. That was
Me?
a crime.
No, I didn't.
No, Nurgle did.
Nurgle. Yeah. I mean, they were in fighting pits. I feel like that's probably not even super legal, but who knows?
Yeah.
Of all the things, that's the one you're gonna have a problem with?
So, watch out for people who might be after Nurgle, but otherwise the rest of you are good. Great. I'll keep that, except try to set you up with people who are more like Amelia and less like the government, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah. That's
I don't know.
real
Finn's
polite
an
way of putting
ambassador,
it.
so.
Finn's what?
I am ambassador for other land. I make my beard come back.
Right. Yeah, that's a great disguise.
I just like hearing him talk in that voice. I'm sorry.
Hello.
No, I perfectly understand. I'm right there with you.
Andy, do it again.
Hello, everyone. Do you have any instructions for me, Your Eminence? And I look at Nurgle. He is the ambassador. I am just higher-ranking manservant.
Andy, with your telepathic bond, you can tell that Nurgle is like, yes, this is correct.
Okay.
I dismiss the illusion.
Awesome. So, yeah.
It was me whole time. Oh, sorry about that.
Okay.
You can't control what is in your throat.
And you guys, so do you have any more questions for Nell?
Where do I sign?
Well, you don't need to sign anywhere. We're just going to drop you off.
Oh, man, I wanted to practice my signature.
I mean, I've got, paper.
What should we be expecting for a finder's fee for this one?
I mean, if you literally do just, walk up... I don't know. I need to talk to HQ. Probably we can give you 150 gold anyway for your trouble.
I mean, you did say that was going to be our base fee.
That is the base fee.
I am very troubled.
As usual, if shit gets crazy, we can negotiate. But I think you guys are doing okay. 150 gold is already a lot of gold by the kind of...
Yeah, but is it though?
Well,
Is it though?
I think so.
And I see no reason that anything should go awry on this mission.
Yeah, me neither. I think probably it's...
When Regin starts pressing now, I slip him 5 gold just to shut him up. 5 of his own gold, of course, but...
75!
Alright, so, it is going to take basically another day, let me see, another couple of days until you reach Still Sky, and then one more day on from there to the mainland of Lithios, especially on Amelia's ship, which moves pretty quick. So if there's anything else you guys want to do in this leg of the journey, just let me know, otherwise we can just be on Still Sky.
I look around the ship for anything else cube-shaped to hold Nurgle up to and see if he likes that too.
Yeah, you find some boxes and stuff like that. Nurgle is not interested in the others.
Does Nurgle like my music box? I hold it out to him.
Your music box? He is more interested in that than he is in just, like, normal crates. But he...
I can't speak with animals.
Yes, a music box. Beautiful melodies. Lovely.
Do you know this song, Nurgle?
It sounds... No, I don't know it. But it's... Do you know it?
I mean, it sounds familiar to me, but I couldn't tell you what it is.
Something from your childhood.
He's so insightful.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. I don't think I've ever heard a song like this elsewhere.
Interesting.
Have I?
If you want to roll basically insight on yourself.
I guess I will do that. Oh! 21.
21. Yeah, you're definitely, as you're like thinking about it and you sort of wind up the key and let the little melody play again, this is a melody from before you knew Shala and Mar, before you ever kind of made it to there. This is from your older memories.
A deep cut.
A deep cut, indeed.
Okay.
And you again remember, like, sitting on the floor of a little hut with a girl next to you as a small child and listening to this song being played.
Can I, like, see the girl clearly?
Yeah, you see,
in my memories?
in that, with a 21, with your very old memories, you sort of remember, like, the music is bringing the memory back a little clearer. And you can see a human face, skin a shade or two lighter than yours. She's got dark curly hair, looks like a few years older than you. And in the memory, she's sitting there kind of playing with a toy that has, like, a lot of, like, different moving parts that you can, like, take apart and put together, this kind of carved wooden thing. And she looks over at you and smiles and hands you a piece of the toy, and you sort of grab it and start bashing it into the ground, and she snatches it away from you.
Okay. Okay. Nurgle, for a 1,000-something-year-old eldritch bird, you don't know a lot about music.
Okay. And Nurgle, like, hops away from you and goes to go find Finn.
I'm sorry. No, Nurgle, I'm sorry. You can listen to this anytime you want. Please, just... What did he say?
Yeah, that was, he can speak, you can understand him, and he's just making a noise at you.
He's just yelling.
Nurgle, I'm so... I give Nurgle a piece of my gold to apologize.
Oh, and I'm the one with money management issues. You're giving gold to a bird.
He's got pockets!
He takes the gold.
Honestly, I trust Nurgle with money more than any of us.
He tucks it away into his feathers. I need to start keeping track of how much gold Nurgle has, I guess.
Regin, how much of your own gold did I give you?
5.
Plus the 35 I originally gave you, right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I have, like, 75.
Alright, I have 31 total of your gold.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah, so Malachi has this moment with Nurgle. You guys sail on.
Sail.
I'm gonna say, Regin, at one of these points, you're kind of helping the crew out and stuff like that, as you have been doing. At one point when you're sort of, I don't know, sweeping something, at some point when you're by yourself, one of these days, guys, I'm gonna look up ships.
As I'm foibling the undersail.
Yeah, Nell is going to come up to you and sort of lean on the railing next to you and be like, so, just, again, as your point of contact with the association, is there anything that we need to know about? Any danger that's going to come after you?
Well, I asked a bit of a broad question, and I look at them and I'm like, I'm genuinely surprised you haven't heard of me. Sounds dramatic, but like that you haven't pulled my sheet yet. Like, seriously.
What was your... Go on.
Yeah, no,
Did Nell forget Reagan's name?
Wait, how do you spell that? There was an incident a couple years back on a ship that I was also on that the incident may have been... It wasn't my fault. I was just involved in it.
What ship?
The Angeletta.
Oh.
Oh, you know it now.
Yeah, no, I know the Angeletta.
Yeah, that was me. It was an accident.
Right.
It's a whole thing. I'm working through it, but I never found out why they let me go.
Yeah.
So that could be a problem. I don't know. They're holding it over my head, I swear. So I don't know if the League is ever going to change their mind about letting me go, and if they're going to come back for me. The League has my number, so...
A lot of people died in that wreck.
Yep.
Right. Okay. They're gonna make an insight check.
They sure did.
There we go. They kind of nod and they're like, okay, well, I just wanted to, check in, make sure you're good.
I'm on the level now. I'm mostly on the level now. It was a one-time thing. I don't make a habit of it. I'm kind of the opposite, really.
Yeah, no, lots of our people have, storied pasts, as it were. A lot of us have done things we aren't proud of. I mean, yeah, a lot of us have done things we aren't proud of. So I'm not gonna push.
Cut to Finn practicing his signature, and it doesn't look very good. Oh man!
Andy's own handwriting.
All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure that I wasn't gonna send you guys out on a mission and then hear that you all got killed by some old enemy that was hunting you down. Cause
oh, I mean that's very plausible.
Right. Okay. Great.
Yeah. To be completely honest with you,
that could happen. Great. Okay.
Strong 85% chance of that happening at any given time. I'm at peace with it.
Right.
But do me a favor and just don't mention that to the other two.
No, I wouldn't. Don't worry.
Don't.
Oh, Malachi has been waiting very impatiently to confront you about all that shit that happened in Benswith.
Just so you know.
Finn hasn't thought much about it.
Wait, I want to make an insight check on Nell.
Yeah, go ahead.
See what they're not proud of.
Forgetting people's names all the time.
It's a 16.
A 16? They are, a little bit of a kind of stare off into the middle distance going on there. They're not that much older than you. So they clearly can't have done, but I mean, you guys have gotten up to quite a bit of shit with, your lives so far. I will say you, in kind of speaking with Nell more, and now that they appear to be using their real voice with you instead of whatever accent they were doing back at the Bluefin Tropical Resort, you pick up that their language is very, high class, is a little bit more of sort of their accent is the equivalent of the upper class, specifically of Lithios and other, of the kind of Western Isles. They're a little bit more, but they also, when they're moving around the ship, when they came up to you, you didn't notice, you didn't hear them come up. They were just all of a sudden, standing there next to you.
Mm.
And that just generally seems to be the way they operate.
Does this remind me of anybody?
What?
Hmm?
You know, it might a little bit remind me of someone.
Regin's sad now, everybody.
Yep. Yeah, and as you're kind of...
I wonder if this has something to do with some backstory.
No, I don't have one of those.
Yeah.
Good talk. And we kind of do the forearm clasp shake thing.
Mm-hmm. The forearm handshake, yeah. And they're like, all right, well, let me know if you need anything. And then they sort of awkwardly fade away into the shadows.
I decide that Nell and I are brothers now.
The door hits Malachi on his way in, dragging Finn behind him.
Wow!
You're not surprised by this.
I've been going like the whole time you've been dragging me from wherever we went.
We came from the other side of the ship.
Whoa!
Just sounds like there's some weird ghost.
Nargle, get help.
I get right down to it. What'd they want?
Who?
Mel. I just saw them leaving.
Genuine. I had a moment. I was like, no, they were just checking in about if we needed anything special for the
Our liaison.
A what?
Our liaison?
Who?
Our contact.
It's not polite to ask people that.
They were seeing if you needed special accommodations because of whatever your past is with the League. Right?
No, they were just making sure. They were just checking in. They were just checking. Nothing special. They were just checking. They said that they were gonna ask you too if there was.
Yeah, no, they did, but
Oh, okay. Yeah. See.
They didn't get accosted in a hookah bar, in front of a whole bunch of other sailors. About, and I quote, a massacre that. Now that I think about it, I do remember hearing something about a ship called the Angeletta. Was that you? I was trying to cover for you back there, but you sort of actually leaned into it, so I'm honestly not really sure.
What do you know? What do you remember?
Hannah?
All right, wait. I have too many facts in my head. Ask the question again.
Finn's on the ground, still going, whoa!
No, Finn, I'm trying to get you to...
Is it how much you remember, Malachi? Is that what you're trying to figure out?
Yeah, I mean, because, like, I know that I've heard something about it, and, like, they did say stuff that maybe I was wondering maybe jogs my memory in that bar. I don't know.
You are, as far as what they've said... I mean, you did only roll a 9. I still think you've got the sense that something bad happened with a ship called the Angletta, and
sorry, I said it wrong.
That the military was involved, like that one of the regiments of a company. You know that it wasn't.
I'm sorry. The League military was involved.
The League military was involved, not the Lithios military. The League,
okay,
which is a small force. Like generally, the League is more of a trade organization. They don't have much in the way of a standing army, but they have basically like a few people who can go in and enforce,
like Interpol.
Yeah, like Interpol. Yeah, when it's necessary to enforce,
but for trade.
Interpol does not have any agents. Common misconception. I read that in an article once.
Really?
Oh.
Wow.
Nice. Like the fictionalized version of Interpol?
Oh, yeah, like that.
Okay. Hold on, I forget what I was thinking and or saying.
You were attempting to get Finn to help you grill me.
No, I just want Finn to be here because I want Finn to be more involved. In his own
all
party.
Relationship
What's
drama.
Finn, you're getting older now. You need to start.
I jump up to my feet. What's going on? Sorry, I wasn't really listening.
We're holding Regin accountable for his lies.
Oh my god!
Oh,
well, you can't
what
just come out and
lies?
say it like that.
Listen, I don't know what happened with you. All I know is something bad happened with that ship, and it sounds like you were involved. I don't know if they mentioned lightning. And from what's been going on with us over the past few weeks, I know that this is something that has been a new thing you've been kind of dealing with, but maybe it's not as new as I thought. I don't know what you did or didn't do, but if there is something, I feel like we should know, because anyone who's coming after you now is coming after us.
Whoa, what?
Finn, we're a team.
Oh. Okay.
When you signed up the first time, that's what you were signing up for.
You remember you gave him that little triangle? Kind of sign your soul away?
I have your triangle.
Oh, no, I'm down. I just didn't think either of you guys were, because you're all so standoffish all the time.
It's because
this
we're
is
sad,
why I'm trying to
Finn.
get you involved, so you can see that I'm not standoffish all the time. God.
Well, yeah.
Malachi.
You're showing that you're not standoffish by inviting me to a tense confrontation.
Well, how else do you make friends, am I right?
If I were standoffish, I'd be sulking alone in my room right now. Or puking in the sea.
Hannah, can I get...
I look at Nurgle and roll my eyes.
Nurgle rolls his eyes right back. Yes.
Would it be possible for me to get Malachi to make a check so that I could decide how much to reveal?
Yes, I will say, Malachi, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Yep.
I want to roll insight to see what Malachi is hiding.
Yeah, go ahead and roll insight on Malachi.
It's gonna be an 18 for me, bud.
Okay.
13.
Oof, okay. Yeah, no, Regin kind of just, like, deflates a bit. He's like, yeah, it's not a new thing. Not a new thing at all. Been a thing.
Deflating? It
What?
should be.
Regin just makes a sad balloon noise and goes out the porthole.
Regin blows out the porthole.
Oh no, someone catch him!
Nurgle, go! We've been waiting for this moment. You trained your whole life for this.
Yeah, escape mode. No, it's always been like this. I've always been this, except I just didn't want to be because...
I'm sorry to make you just come out. You're talking about magic.
Yes. No, I'm gay, dude. What do you think this is about?
Are we talking about magic? I love this stuff.
Yes, Finn, I'm very magic. I am perhaps terminally magic.
I cast Minor Illusion to make it look like I'm shooting sparks out of my fingers, like Nurgle.
It's so much less impressive than when Nurgle did it.
I'm picturing just like a tiny pixelated GIF.
Yeah. It's so clearly two-dimensional.
Okay, because Regin had told us before that he was part dragon. He'd admit that, but I wasn't sure if magic sort of comes with age with draconic ancestry or what.
No, I've been like this forever.
Alright, that was Taylor.
But I thought that if I didn't use it, it would go away. And that doesn't work. Turns out, fun fact, doesn't work that way at all. Kind of like works the exact opposite of that way. The more you ignore it, the less it goes away. Stressful.
So Malachi, maybe it's time you use the bathroom.
Yeah. Talk about a little extra income on the side. I mean, dang, if you could fish that out, we could sell that.
Let me just be entirely clear right now. I do have bodily functions in the way that the rest of us do.
You said you've never shit ever.
I think he was just feeling shy. We were in a new place and all.
I was lying to you when I said that I was constipated. I was talking to God in there, okay? That's what was happening in the bathroom at the Bluefield
God was
Resort.
in our villa?
God was in our bathroom?
In the toilet, yeah.
I have got to get that job there.
Which God, do you know? Toilet God? Is that blip dole doodle boop?
No. No.
Hang on, do you want to use this 18 or not, bro?
I do, yes. Why? Finn, we're not talking about God. No.
Hannah, with my 13 insight against Malachi, can I tell whether he's shit before?
Oh, yeah. He's definitely shit before, but at the point when he said that, it was like, had been a while.
He doesn't do so well on boats, we know this.
But unclear on whether I've shit or diamonds.
True. Yeah, with a 13's not high enough to tell that.
Further testing required.
Okay, I do want to use my 18.
Well, do you have any other questions? You just wanted to know if I've been magical this whole time.
Well, clearly something happened with it.
Yeah.
Have you ever used it deliberately?
Deliberately is a strong word. Sometimes it just kind of happens. And usually that...
You're trying to tell me you have no control over it?
Regin, like, gets visibly...
I'll be honest, that doesn't seem like great thing to be working with on missions like these.
Regin looks, like, visibly pissed off, and he's like, look, it's not my fault. Like, what happened was not my fault.
What happened?
We got ambushed.
Sorry, I'm just going right for the throat here.
No, I know. I'm just trying to figure out
I
where
need
to
to know
start.
what I'm dealing with, so...
We got ambushed. We were running some cargo that we shouldn't have been running. We got ambushed by the League. It was just supposed to be a shakedown, but they started shooting.
Hold on, you were a pirate?
Again, that's a strong word. I mean, like,
Jesus
yes,
Christ, I was not expecting this.
but you weren't?
Did you do sword to the throat kind of shenanigans?
That was Taylor. Malachi doesn't know about Jesus.
Taylor, you weren't expecting me to be a pirate?
I don't know.
The hell? Do you know me at all?
I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. This is all going to be cut because I can't say Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, I guess in a manner of speaking, it was piracy. I just tie the knots, man. I'm not in charge of anything. But
did you record football games without the express written permission of the commissioner?
I did do that.
Oh!
I did, yeah.
I'm sorry, when you say football, are you referring to the one with the ball that's brown or the one that's white and black?
Is that how you differentiate them? Football and hand egg, that's what we call them.
I mean, what?
Who's we?
Arabray. It's called hand egg.
Okay.
We're national champions.
You were a pirate, you fucked something up, people got hurt, is what I'm gathering.
I mean...
Messed up.
Yeah, that's fundamentally it.
Messed something
up. Oh. Did you just say that your nation is national champion of itself?
No, international. There's other nations here, Finn.
So, I guess what I need to know, you don't need to tell me anything else besides, so you went to jail for this, whatever happened.
Yes.
And was that because of piracy, or was that for something else?
I honestly don't know. Probably a little bit of both.
You should have asked.
Yeah, it somehow... can you believe it? It just didn't really cross my mind.
I mean, piracy clearly can be worked around. But, I feel like if it was for another reason... people might be less willing to let that go.
Yeah.
Do we have... Are we going to have bounty hunters coming after you or not? How'd you get out? Did you do your time?
I don't know. That's the thing. I have no idea.
But you were legally released.
Yes. I didn't escape. I was just waiting to die in there.
Hey, I don't know. Listen, man.
No, I didn't. I thought I was going to die. I was ready to. It was kind of a bad time. But no, they let me go. I don't know why. And I don't know if anybody's gonna...
I mean, you served your sentence, right?
No, I didn't even get to trial. I was just in there.
Malachi's already weak and dwindling faith in the justice system of the Nerean League has been shot to hell.
Yeah, I'm just...
Finn doesn't really have the capacity to, like, critically analyze what he's hearing, so he's just like, okay.
Does Gillsbury even have a jail?
No.
They just have a
Gillsbury
timeout
has,
corner.
like, a fishing pit where, like, you go in and you have to let the fish nibble your toes, but, like, not in a fun way.
People pay good money for that.
It's therapeutic.
No, but these fish, like, nibble a little too much, is my guess.
Hey, it's therapeutic for some people.
But, yeah, no, to answer your question, I don't know if it was going to be murder. Well, there you go. I just said it. I didn't know if it was going to be that. I don't know if it was going to be... I don't know what it was going to be.
Right, but...
So I don't know who changed their minds. Because they probably shouldn't have, but hey, here we are.
Because someone let you go and you think someone else is going to still be after you?
I mean, I could think of at least 7 people who would love to gut me because of what happened. I mean, 7's a rough estimation, but probably at least 7. And I mean, I don't know. Anybody in the league could have it out for me, and I just don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that guy in the bar, he made it sound like some other sailors weren't too fond of you. But if we're sailing on Amelia's ship, it looks like we're not going to be having any problems with that.
Right? No, I didn't know any of those guys.
But I do think that it would be prudent for you in the future to not enter strange sailor bars by yourself and then get into fights with people who maybe or maybe not want to tell everyone who you are, what you've done, and why they want you dead.
How do you think I make the money on this side?
I hold up all of your gold that I've confiscated.
Yeah, well, but what do you want here? That was
How does getting into fights make you money?
You bet against yourself?
You lost.
Yeah, exactly.
You lost the only fight that you bet on.
Look, I had a life before you, Mal. I was good at this.
Well, something happened.
I thought you were in jail.
You could do multiple things at the same time, Finn. How old are you?
I'm not sure. Initially, I was 21. Now I'm thinking maybe I should be a little younger, just like, because that would be more interesting.
See,
I'll get back to you.
You have an option. Like, that's just
mull
weird.
it over.
Finn, I don't understand how you exist.
Let's say like 19.
Biologically.
You have a backstory reason why you could not know how old you are.
Oh, yeah, right. I was an orphan who washed up on a beach. No, I don't know my age.
Sorry, you what?
Did I not mention this part? Yeah. Yeah, I washed up on a beach.
I don't remember if you've said this or not, but...
Nope, he has not.
This is news to me.
Yeah.
See, that tracks.
I don't know how old I am exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Good to know. You're probably like 56.
Regin, do you know who your parents are?
Ah!
I was still a baby when I washed up. Let me be clear here.
Jesus, Malachi.
What's your blood type, Malachi?
Rock.
What's the social security number? That's actually a good question.
Nurgle, when did you get that tattoo?
Oh, that's what he's doing with all the money.
It's a pretty sick piece of work. Now, I don't know who my dad is, and I don't know what happened to... What are you doing with your hands, Malachi? Why are you flapping like a bird?
Wings, Dad?
No, definitely not Wings' dad. Wings' mom.
Oh.
Except not
that
like
was
even...
not a Malachi noise. I'm so sorry.
Wings, definitely mom. Wings' mom, why? Not magic. Use. Make people weird.
Okay, I can't understand you when you're not speaking in full sentences.
I'm sorry.
Anyone else kind of feel like some wings now?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, sorry, Nurgle.
Why do I feel drunk?
It's the hookah bar. It's hitting you.
Okay, listen, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be this, I actually did. I kind of want to know.
You 100% meant to be.
I don't need you to bring up all of your secret pains and whatever in your past. I'm not equipped to deal with that. I just need to know when and why we would be in danger for associating with you, who I should be looking out for.
Probably frequently. Could be literally anybody.
And if you are maybe going to accidentally zap us.
Nah, just say you don't like me either, and just... It'll work out.
Yeah, okay, what about the zapping thing, though?
No, you just start throwing punches at me, and then
No,
you melt off.
I mean, like, are we going to get zapped by lightning?
Oh.
Like, can you control that better now?
Probably?
We probably are?
No, you're probably not. You're probably fine. I don't know. It was one time.
I can take it.
I swear to God, it was just the one time. And extenuating circumstances. And I really never want
to... Like getting chased down by people who want to kill us?
Do that again.
Okay. You know what? We will deal with this when it comes to it, I guess. So no contact with League for you?
Probably not. I don't know who still knows me. I don't know whose radar I'm on.
Finn, how about you? You got any secret enemies?
Well, if they were secret, I wouldn't know about them, would I?
That's what I'm trying to say!
I'm talking about keeping secrets from us. You know, like how Regin kept the secret from us that he was in jail for maybe murdering people.
Oh!
It wasn't a secret. Nope. I was omitting information.
Okay.
I mean, some of those guys we talked to in Benswith might be mad when I don't represent their concerns to the Senate, but...
Oh, don't worry. We'll get you to the Senate.
Good. Nurgle has a civic duty to perform.
Do I have to to invent a Senate now?
I am the Senate!
Finn has to come of age first.
This is not in my world building. Great. Okay. So you guys wrap up this kind of tense conversation. Someone eventually, like, knocks on the door to whatever, like, room you've all pulled yourselves into and is like...
It's a broom closet.
They're like, Starkweather, you have the only broom!
I'm sorry, I like this one!
When they come in, we're all, like, grabbing the broom and pretending to be, like, fixing it, but we're all just doing nonsense.
I minor illusion a second broom.
I'm polishing the broom with my dirt.
The guy tries to grab the other broom and his hand goes right through it.
Oh, this one's just for fun.
Oh, I'm not gonna judge what the three of you are getting up to.
I cover Finn's ears.
And
Hey, love is love, man.
Amen, brother.
Yeah, I think Regin said he was gay.
He absolutely did in the middle of that.
Who said they were gay?
Regin did.
What? I missed that.
Which I really appreciate, and I think is quite excellent. Anyway, so the ship kind of continues to sail, and the next morning, kind of as the day, as the sun comes up, all three of you wake up to see on the horizon the village and the island of Still Sky. You can see the little halfling houses, smoke rising from chimneys, and the windmill rising far above everything.
Well, that is just adorable.
As the ship pulls towards Still Sky's single dock, that is where we will end our session.
All right.
Look at that windmill, so pure and unsullied.
I'm so sorry.
A virginal windmill.
Okay, thank you so much for listening, everyone, to our podcast, as usual.
That's what it is.
That's what it is.
Sure
That's what
is.
you've just been listening to. We will pick up again on so in 2 weeks from today, on the 22nd of December, we have a special holiday one-shot for you.
Can I announce the title?
Is there an
Do we know the
What
title?
We didn't.
Presenting Slay of Fools, MILF and Cookies Edition.
That's not official.
Absolutely
Yeah,
not
that's
official.
That is uncanon. I'm just gonna say right now.
Andy's
think
going to be
it's
DMing
funny.
this one. We can tell you that.
It's true. I'm already mad with power.
And the rest of us have very little idea what to
Again?
expect. So that'll be exciting. So tune in for that, and then we will pick up again in January with whatever's waiting for the boys in Still Sky. As usual, we have a few people we need to thank. Thank you so much to Lucas Mangold for writing the theme music for our show. You can find him for all of your music needs at lucascarlmusic@gmail.com.
That's Carl with a K, fa la la la.
Thank you also to Theo Golden for our logo. That's at @tgoldenart on Instagram. And thank you to viewers
Fa la
like
la
you.
la.
Stop.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh yeah. Also, Andy has an announcement.
Yeah. If you like
Is it to follow
me,
AA Letai on Twitter?
well, obviously you should follow AA Letai on Twitter. That goes without saying. But if you like me and you like podcasts, then listen to me on another podcast. Coming out this Thursday, I'm on an episode of Protest Too Much, which is a podcast about Shakespeare, where we have fun debates. So check it out.
Yeah. So listen to that. And also, hey, follow us on social media too, at Ship of Fools Cast on Twitter, Tumblr, and Instagram. And we will see you on the 22nd with a very holly jolly holiday special.
We sure will.
MILF and Cookies.
Not necessarily.
I'm gonna become lactose intolerant.
Good. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
way, so if we called the podcast Fungens and Swaggins, perks include, it's kind of funny, it's that kind of like stupid but kind of good humor that I think we promote. Downside is it means I have to say the words Fungens and Swaggins out loud, which even now, as they're leaving my mouth, I dislike.